Hello students, welcome to STEM Works. I am your host Bhuvan Verma. This is a special series recorded by WRO India National Organizer, India STEM Foundation. Our efforts are supported by National Council of Science Museum, NCSM, to showcase how STEM works for schools. For more, we have someone very special for you guys, Principal Miss Una Roy Chowdhury of Alpine Convent School, Sector 10, Gurugram. She is an academic leader who has helped many students in their journey of learning. Welcome, Principal Roy Chowdhury, to STEM Works. How are you?
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhuvan. I'm good. Thank you for asking. And I'm very thrilled to share my views with the students and to address all the students all over the country. Thank you so much for having me.
Dr. Roy Chaudhary, my students are some of the bravest, but they do come across myths and misconceptions around STEM. Can you share some myths and misconceptions that you've come across, and what do my students learn from those?
See, unfortunately, there are many times when students do not understand the importance of STEM. They feel it's boring. They feel that it will be later on related with research and laboratory jobs. It is definitely not something like that. It all will be related to their creative thinking and innovation and what we talk about 21st century life skills. All the big companies all over the world, they're looking for STEM graduates because there is no end to imagination. You think about something and you can do it. Yes, there are steps. You might not be able to do that at one step, but definitely if you try and if you show persistence, you will definitely be able to do. So this is completely a myth that the STEM job is only for students who are very intelligent. Nothing like that. Anybody can do that. The core thing is mathematics. You know, artificial intelligence these days, that is the in thing. So students, gear up. You can do it and you know it's important.
All right. So students, the key is not to give up and to pay attention to mathematics and other STEM subjects. All right. Madam Roy Chaudhary, to our students' next question. They want to learn from you that what are some of the must attributes of a team player?
Oh, a team. Team is a platform. A team is something like the lifeboat in the Pacific Ocean. It is, when your ship has been wrecked. Now, you have to know how to be a team player. If you are not a team player, if you are alone, you can only be independent. Being independent is not the key word today. Being interdependent is the key word. And to be interdependent, you have to know how to be complementary to each other. You have to know how to develop camaraderie, how to give up your own small minor ambitions, and how to put the big, larger perspective of the team's goal, the purpose, the bigger purpose. And a must thing is flexibility. You have to have understanding. You have to have respect to your teammates. You have to give the respect which you want from your team leaders, the kind of compassion you want from your team leaders. Working in a team is fun if you want it to be fun. But if you are not a team leader, my children, whether it is your family, whether it is your work, whether it is your school, everywhere to be successful, you need to be a team player.
Absolutely. Principal Roy Chaudhary, thank you so much for such a comprehensive and such a well-informed response. My students and everyone viewing this video will really benefit from this. Students, I hope you're taking notes. This is gold, real gold. All right. So, Dr. Roy Chaudhary, can you tell our students what does one understand by integrated inquiry and why is it important?
See, this particular thing, inquiry. Now, there are many times people feel that inquiry, integrated inquiry, what is that? But inquiry is the key word for innovation. See, apples, from the time an apple tree was there in the world, apples always fall towards the ground, towards the earth. But somebody asked this question. Somebody asked, why does it fall? So inquiry is the key thing for any kind of innovation. Without inquiry, no innovation can ever happen. Each and every discovery, it starts with that word why. Somebody must have sat in front of the sea and must have thought what is there on the other side of sea and made a boat. So it is always comes from that. And integrated inquiry, these are all big words, but actually that is what a child does. If you give a car, a toy to the child breaks it to see what is there inside. So it is there around us. Children, if you have to be innovative, you have to be an inquirer.
Fantastic. So eloquently said, Una Roy Chaudhary ji. Thank you so much. In doing what my students do, tinkering at laboratories, they come across failures a lot of times, when they're learning new things. How does one deal with failures? Can you guide them, please?
Failures, failure is a very big word. I consider that as learnings. Do not fail if you do not work. A person who wants to do something, it is impossible that the person didn't face the term failure. Sachin Tendulkar doesn't become Sachin Tendulkar on one day. The thing is, it is a journey. There are times when you get the success. There are times when you don't get the success. But your learning shouldn't stop. Whatever has happened, that will go waste if you didn't learn something from that, whether it is failure, even if it is success. You cannot be self-complacent by being successful, because there is always scope for improvement and a new success and a new journey. It is all about the journey. So children, please start enjoying your journey. Always remember, success as a goal is always far reached, and you can only have success when you face all the consequences of it. Don't give up when you don't get success. Learn and keep moving on.
Thank you so much for encouraging my students. With the exam season coming up and pre-boards coming up, a big shout out to all board students from India STEM Foundation and Una Roy Chaudhary ji also. Don't worry, just practice, just do your best. All right, moving to my next question. How does STEM education help students transition between schools and college better?
Another few years, 80% of the jobs will be STEM only. You are seeing everywhere. And see the thing, the student who is there in 2022, a student who is in grade 5, another 7 years, the child will pass grade 12. Next 5 years, the child will be postgraduate. Who has seen the world? With the advancement of technology, STEM is going to be there. More and more innovation in the STEM things are going to come, and that is going to be the way of life. Before 20 years, who knew that me and you will be having a virtual conversation? Nobody knew, nobody ever thought of, nobody ever imagined. This is all part of STEM. Everything is part of STEM. Everything, every technology, what you see. Life is not going to be without technology. In fact, more and more innovation in this field is going to come. So children, you have the world to conquer. You just have to grab it. The whole world is there for you to fly, to conquer, to win. So remember, this is the future. And if you are doing your best today, nobody can take away a great future from you. That is assured.
Wow, hooray, hooray. Thank you, Principal Roy Chaudhary, for sharing tips and tricks with our students on how to overcome challenges, how to be innovative, and such a huge number of topics that you touched in such a brief amount of time. I must compliment. Thank you for your comprehensive responses. We hope our students will find their moment of meaning in this video. This session of STEM Works was curated by India STEM Foundation, the national organizer of World Robot Olympiad in India. World Robot Olympiad is an event for science, technology, and education that brings around students from various parts of the world and helps them develop problem-solving stamina. Schools are invited to enter teams of 3 and to participate in the competition. The competition has graduated steps. I hope you will visit WRO and give national entrance tests to competing in WRO also. Till the time we meet again for another interesting session of STEM Works, keep tinkering and sharing this video with your parents and peers. Thank you.